God, I can't see shit. Where is it? This is it. Hmm. Okay. Alrighty, let's see. Huckleberry, hello. Sorry, I was writing the text back. God, I can't stand this chair. I feel like I'm laying down. I probably look like I'm laying down. How you doing? I'm just seeing who's on. Wait. Heard the many peekaboo. I'm talking actually poop with someone. Oh God, because I was on the toilet texting people. I am good. I don't know if anybody's going to come on. I really don't. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I doubt it, but hey, I can do it. Campbell's wife, hello. Did you find a new chair? Yes, I found a new chair. So I'm going Friday. Let's see if I can adjust this. There. I'm going Friday. Um, to actually purchase it because I was just looking. And I can't go tomorrow because it's NFL Sunday. Because I ain't going to buy it without Fran. Shit, it's a $600 chair on sale. It's originally $1,200. Hey, sweet girl. Hey, Cheryl. How are you? Hello, Karate Joe. I gotta get this chair soon because this one is about ready to throw me into the hallway. I'm well, love. Awesome, Cheryl. Awesome. How's everyone doing tonight? Hey, sure. Oh, I'm serious. This chair is. It's a cat napper, and I told the lady. She showed me a chair, and she said, "This is a cat napper." I said, "No." I said, "I can't handle one of them." And she says, "Oh," and I said, I just bought a cat napper, and the thing ain't. It lasts me but a year and a half. I said, "It ain't even 2 years old." She's like, "Really?" And I said, "Yeah." And she's like, she said they're made of steel frame. I said, "This one's all wood." She said, "Oh, you got one of the older ones." So I was like, didn't feel like it when I paid for it. Nick Snyder was like, "Hey bitches, hey Nick." What's a cat napper? It's a brand. Like my couches and my couch and my love seat are cat nappers, and like there's one, two, three, four more recliners, and the recliners, and you can pretty much lay down and go to sleep. Lauren, baby, how are you? Oh, honey. Buttercup, hello. Hello to. I'm just throwing it, just like the title says, because I can, and I'm nosy, and want to see who's up. That's all, that's all. Well, that's nice. Sounds comfy. Well, this chair ain't lasted me. This is a catnapper chair, and it hasn't lasted me a year and a half. Fuck, I just took my makeup off. I don't know if you saw the pics. I shocked myself again. Oh my god. Through the another way, I divide. I went how to use it twice. I blame it on smaller toilet papers. Oh, I agree with that one. Love the title. And yep, I'm up. Uh, Joe's upset with Lauren. No hi for him. I don't know if Huckleberry wants to come in on the Google side or not. He didn't say. Candace, hello. How are you? Okay, I saw your video with your sister going to Walmart and you looked so scared for her to drive. I'm always scared for her to drive. I really am. I was like, Cheryl, stop stopping before you turn. Are you placing the chair you're sitting? Yes, I am. This thing's broke as hell. He says, want to go for a ride with me? Hell yeah. Let's go for a ride. Yeah. And my one is like faux, it has that faux leather look. That's cloth. And it's gray. And I could live in that chair. Oh my god. It's so comfy. Hey, Bunny and Candace says, Joe. Candace says, hi, Joe. Whoop, whoop, says Huckleberry. Did you buy it already? What's it look like? I'm going Friday to buy it. I want Fran to see it first. That's a $600 chair. I don't buy anything expensive without her looking at it. She's not going to care because I'm the one that has to sit in it. So, Johnny Nichols, hey Les, hello, Johnny Nichols. Johnny Lee, hello. Hey Les, what's up? Nothing's up. Kansas, put the link and I'll take you for a ride if I'd like. Okay. She'll say, oops, you just answered. That's okay. Candace, do I have you on Twitter? Because I gotta start sending these things privately. Because the trolls that come in here, they're putting it in other live streams, so they can jump in on my thing at any time. Let's just say if you're like I know, you're gonna play Chubby Cheeks. Yes, I am. Oh wait, I think I got Candace. It works better on Twitter. It really does. Let me look. Y'all can see me. I can't see you. I'm gonna see if it'll work on. She's on my messenger. It only takes 20 hours to load up. Oh, goodness gracious. God, you can't be a big girl. Okay. Alright. If I Candace want to put this on your messenger, if it'll ever come through. Let me go back to the chat. Oh damn, no, I'm not on Twitter. Check your phone, Les. I made myself pretty. Oh my god. It's 3:30 a.m. for you? Yeah, it is. Right on. Pooped. Sleep well. You too, Campbell. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, hon. Pretty, you don't need to make yourself pretty, and now I'm buffering. What the hell? Bitch, it's because of this damn Facebook shit. I can't stand by Facebook. I really can't. I really can't stand it. Oh, come on. I'm trying to get to the messages. Oh, there you are. Alright, I'm going to put it in your Facebook Messenger, I hope. Remember, y'all can see me. I can't see you. Alex, I did see you real quick. Hello. Alright, here we go. Oh, I'll send you a picture of me. Now that you've heard my voice, I should send you a pic. Yeah, Cheryl. Damn, you're a pretty nice. Okay, Alex. Hey, guys. Check out these bedrooms. Alright, Candace, I sent it to you. Thanks, guys, but I don't know. I prefer my face cover. I look my age and not like a child. Hi, Leslie. Hey, Lugosi. Alex, what kind of links are you trying to put in my um, chat? You know you're supposed to ask. Sure, so you saw my pop, well, sort of. Kind of dark. I'll send better pics of her, too. Yeah. I gotta get my fireplace done up. It's a link to bedrooms. Whose bedrooms? Oh, God, this chair. She's a love. Never been unbelief from dirt. What time is it there for you, Les? What state you live in? I live in a high, and it's 3:29 a.m. on, I don't know what day this is, Saturday, Sunday. Oh, Sunday. 3:29 a.m. on Sunday morning in the state of Ohio, where a little old lady named Les sitting in a broken recliner, trying to be nosy and blah blah blah. It's 12:30 a.m. there for Alex. Cheryl says, "Let's give a shout out to all the insomniacs." Oh God, it's 12:29 a.m. in Arizona. Here too, Alex says, "A lonely lady named Les." That's poetic. I'm not lonely. I'm just, yeah. Well, I guess. Well, I'm not really lonely. Misha, hello. Well, I'm not sure how long I can stay because my Wi-Fi has been messing up. Ugh, it's buffering now. Hell, even I was buffering. Do you have Spectrum? I never had a problem with Time Warner. Not one problem. And ever since Spectrum took over, I have had nothing but trouble this year on everything. I have to reboot my box all the time. I lose shit all the time. Alone meaning a single person as compared to a group of people. I know what that means. But, hello, Rosie. How are you? Alex, I know what alone means, and I know what lonely means. I am alone, but not lonely. Arizona doesn't do time change. Change your clocks on November 5th, folks. Oh, is that the day we do it? I like we don't change our change. Arizona doesn't change. I'm at time. Did you know Indiana used to not do either? Used to not change their time. And now they do. That's the day. Liz, my love. Oh, how is my Rosie Lee? Anybody remember Shining? I am talking with my finger. Boo. The trolls. Not working in Facebook. Yeah, it works a lot better on Twitter. Do what I do. Only use Twitter for DMs. Yeah, they used to not change theirs either. And I think the next time zone starts at the edge of Illinois and Indiana, because I know Chicago is an hour behind me. Oh, hi, Les. It's me, Alfredo. I know, honey. I'm good, Les. How are you? I'm good. How are you? I'm good and high right now. But, well, says Doc. Hello, Doc. Kansas, I hate time zone changes. Me too, and I understand why they have them, but still. Where's Lisa? I have no idea. Probably passed out or packing. A bit annoying, Candace. Yeah, it is. I don't like when we turn the clocks back. Me neither. I understand why they do it, but oh well. I understand why. If they want to keep up with. Because I look at it this way. What the hell did they do 2,000 years ago when they didn't? You know what I mean? To make up for leap year. What the hell? They never had a leap year 2,000 years ago. That's going to be on one of my live streams. I am reformatting my live streams. Y'all, it's really already starting. It's getting darker earlier. Yeah, it is. Corey says she knows Lauren would kick her butt if she was on here joking. No, Lisa's packing. She's got a house to pack up because she's moving. I don't mind turning them back. I just hate turning them forward. I just hate, well, my living room clock right there, it don't move. I never change it. The only clocks that change really on their own is, of course, got all the electronics that automatically change. And I have to change the bedroom clock and the stove clock and the microwave clock. But my regular clock, it's not digital. And I don't never change it. It stays. Honest to God, it stays. Don't they do it for the farmers? I don't know. No, the farmers don't change it because the cows don't give a shit. Cows and the chickens are going to do their thing no matter what. Scientists, I cry for mercy, cry for mercy. Doc, what the hell? Sometimes I don't understand. Yes, they did, Cheryl. I mean, because you lose an hour in the spring and have to get up early. I understand that one, Johnny. I really do. I understand totally. That's what I was told years ago, Joe. Yeah, actually, if you really want to know the truth about that, scientists made them do that to keep up with the Roman calendar. The Jewish people have it right. They go by moons. Their days go by moons. Our days go by suns. And science made them do it. There's no such thing as fucking leap year. Science made them do it. It's a responsorial psalm, and I've had it stuck in my head for 6 years now. Oh my god. Yeah, it is a psalm, but I just don't know why you put it in here. Okay, Liz, I'm waiting by the fire. Okay, I need to start mine. Ooh, we need to get our wood. Supposed to have gotten it either Thursday or Friday. Never got Thursday, Friday, or today. We'll see what Sunday brings. I doubt it. Because if I'm not mistaken, we're going to have the grandkids and we're going to do pumpkins. Liz, what is your Twitter name? It is. Oh, put it in the chat. Oh, there you go. Candace, I have a Twitter but don't want to post it. You don't. You just send me a DM. You don't have to post it. You just send me a friend request. I'll accept it. And then you just write me a DM. Uh, Alex, Jewish time goes by moons. Yeah, because in the Bible and by God, the days always start at night. So at sundown, like on sundown Friday, is actually starting of their Saturday. It's theirs is from sundown to sundown. Let's football and baking cookies. Hang out tomorrow. Probably. It's football day, and I do have to make cookies. I have been ordered by my sister to make chocolate chip cookies by scratch. I'm not allowed to take shortcuts or buy cookies at the store anymore. If I want anything, I have to make it from scratch. So she has bought everything that I need to make a whole bunch of shit from scratch. The problem is, all the dinners I want to make, she didn't buy a damn thing for it. That's all dessert shit. But I'm not making brownies, but I'll make cakes by scratch. But I'm not making brownies by scratch. Ooh, huckleberry. Cheryl says Les is absolutely correct. Why, hell yeah. I mean, I studied that shit enough. I should know. See, people think when you study the Bible, it just has to do with the words in the Bible, and to understand it, No, it doesn't. It encompasses a lot of knowledge, history, mythology. Oh, I was going to say, what the hell is that? I hope you have an apron. I used to have like 6 of them. I don't know what happened to all my aprons. I had a gray and white striped one. I had one with like chili peppers and all kinds of vegetables on it. I had plain white ones. I don't know what happened to them all. I wish you'd come over tomorrow. Sounds yummy. Oh, come on over. Just come on over. In the wintertime, we bake and cook a lot. In the winter. In the summer, I really don't like it. I'd rather be outside grilling and having cheeseburgers and shit like that on the grill. A lot of people forget about the Old Testament, which makes no sense considering that is where it all begins. Well, like I said, when you study the Bible, it takes a lot more than just the words in the Bible. It really does. But yeah, in the Jewish calendar, which, you have to really be a radical Jew. That's why their holidays are never on a set day. It's always, it goes by moons. That why, like Ramadan, it's always around the same time period, but it doesn't start every year on Tuesday and goes to the next Monday. It doesn't do that. I used to study the Bible about 3 years ago, but felt that I was thinking about really getting back into it. Yeah, you need to know when you study the Bible, you need to learn astrology. May, hello, hey Liz, it's been a minute. How have you been? May, I have been good, honey. How about you? Where have you been? Now, see, I didn't know that. That makes sense. Yeah, when you study the Bible, you need to know math. You need to know astrology. I mean, astronomy. I do know I do know astrology. I knew that you have to know mythology. You have to open your mind. You have to think. There's a lot of things you have to know. You have to know geography. Um, you have to know a lot. And um, I was wrong. Liz is right. About what, Joe? Oh, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. I've been pretty much occupied with work these past 2 weeks. Oh, May, you know what? If you want to relax, you can come on over. I'll start the fire, watch football, and bake together. Damn, you have me learning technology and shit. Look, I didn't just start. I've been doing it for years and years and years and years and years. But I've really dived into it years and years and years. I'm not ordained for no reason. That is for sure. And of course, I'm right, Joe. Whatever it is, I'm right. Just ask me. That sounds like a plan. Come on over, May. I'll let you. I'll let you come on over. Just come on over. Um, Tomorrow I'm making. There you go. Tomorrow I'm making homemade chocolate chip cookies from scratch. Did you take your meds, Les? Hell yeah, I took them hours ago. One day, Les, I'm going to call you and say, hey, girl, I'm in your area. I wish you would. I mean, come on over, Cheryl. I don't understand Twitter at all. Me neither, Candace. May's on her way. Yummy, Huckleberry. He has cookies and something else. I don't know what that other something else is, but we're going to find out one day. Tea. I can't bake. Everybody can bake. You just got to be shown. Everybody can bake. It's one of the easiest things you can do. I like my oldest nephew, I was allowed to teach to cook. First thing I started him with is chocolate chip cookies. Cheryl says, I will. I promise you I will. And I'll be like, come on over. Liz, a question has always been on my mind about the story of Adam and Eve. How was it documented? The only thing I could think of is if Jesus had informed those on earth about it when he was here. It was like, how many cookies sound so good? I know. And I love no bakes, chocolate chip, that kind of stuff. Megan's, hey Les. Megan's crying is going, Megan. Okay, Doc, I'll answer the question on that. Now, you know how, as like today in modern society, that we have history books. We have not just in America, but all over the world. They keep a lineage, just like you can trace your family history. You know, there is a lineage, and there is stories. Back then, they I don't want to put this. They kept the same thing. It has always been handed down. That's why we do it today. Especially back then, they practiced every day their lineage and history. They taught that that was most important. That is what was dear to them. And when Enoch was gone for like 65 years. No. A couple hundred years. Enoch was gone for a couple hundred years. He was in the presence of God, and God taught him how to write. And when he came back, he wrote everything. He was taught the history. He was gone for a couple hundred years. Of course, in heaven, that could be a split second. But for a couple of years, he was taught everything. And he was taught writing and all that and blah, blah, blah. So all that was written down and handed to Moses. Noah. It's all handed down and handed to Noah. And it was also practiced and said. Twitter, balls in your court. Okay. I can cook but not bake. Too much patience and measurements. Just sorry, almost 23. But it's only 12 hours. I can't. Oh my God, that's amazing. So when they, when this shit was handed down, the history was handed down with them. So that's how. People say, no, it's impossible. But we do it today. Why couldn't they? I hate when people say that they didn't know how to read and write. Shit. If that was the case, they wouldn't have Sumerian texts. So, it's like, hi, Bah, Rosie, hey, Bah, how you doing, sweetheart? I mean, I can talk about ancient biblical times and how that connects with actually the history of the time. And if people would like the Book of Antiquities, was written by Josephus. What's his name? I can't think right now. The thing is fucking huge. You can't get through it. And they've tried to prove it wrong, and they can't. He's been right on. Well, anyway, there's books out there, but that was one of the things. Even then, follow requests. Alright, hold on a second, Candace. Somebody keeps writing me on my computer. I mean, on my phone. Okay, Candace, I just accepted you. I gotta write Katie. Um, mm, mm, mm. Okay, Candace, I just accepted you. Well, anyway, almost over. That's why I'm making it. See, yeah, Josephus. What's his face? Um, Very interesting. Thank you very much. Let me about this. I truly appreciate. You're welcome. I love acceptance. Whose acceptance? Yeah, you look good with the blue hair, Les. Oh, it's fading quickly. It is so fading quickly. I'm hiding. Hello, I'm hiding. Les, what do you think of people with RH negative blood and of the traced back to Jesus' time? I don't really think much of it. I think it's the negative factor back then. I mean, that could be is even before Jesus. Um, RH negative is weird. Could be traced to, you know, infant mortality and things like that. Um, I think it was. You don't really want to know what I think because it really has to go back to um, the days of the flooding, and I really think it has to do with um, the fallen angels pissing with the DNA and humans. I really think it goes back to that. Mia, I'm sending you some pictures. Oh, okay, Cheryl. I was getting ahead of myself. I am tired. Forget it's only 12 hours, not 24 hours. You work from my time. Alex says, I honestly don't believe any ethnicity is better than others. How come it's weird, Alex? No, tell us, Les. I just said it. I really think it goes way further back than the time of Jesus, and it goes back to the time of flood. It could be why the mortality rate was the way it was, and it goes back to the fallen angels pissing with the DNA and the human beings. I don't think that either. Alex just wanted to know Liz's opinion. Basically, fallen angels were cast out, right? Nope. No. Fallen angels, they chose. Nobody was cast out, not even Satan. And I got into an argument with a couple Christians on that one. I said, you tell me where in the Bible, other than Revelation, that Satan has been cast out of heaven. Please tell me. Because it tells you in Job that he has free reign to go to and fro, and he has audience in front of God. Patty says, hello, Sunshine. Can't find you on Facebook. Where are you there? How's your day? I am good. I am fantastic. And I'll give you my Facebook name. This is how it's spelled. All angels were just that. They saw the women on earth and thought they were beautiful. Um, how you doing, Megan? Said Joe. Yeah, it was Satan that led the army, and there were 20 captains. And they came down, and of course, captains had so many people following them. They came down, fell in love with the women, created the giants of old, So they made with him. That's where the giants come from, exactly. I heard that Satan was so beautiful and perfect the other angels were jealous. Not all of them. What it was Satan. Was that he was the mightiest and he was beautiful and he was he was of course one was extremely smart and this and that. And he was thought that since God made us humans, that he was created before the humans and the humans should worship the angels and not the other way around because God said it was the duty of the angels to help the humans to rise to heaven. And Satan said, no, they should worship us. God said, no, to be a master, you must be a servant. And Satan said, no, that's not the way I want it. And God said, too bad. So Satan said, fine, God, just like another spoiled child. He went off and did his own thing. And not the New York Giants. Yeah, maybe I'll get another quarterback. I've been saying that for about 4 years now. Which is pretty straight up if you think about it, says Alex. Yeah, it is very child. Well, yeah. So he wants people to worship him. Well, ever since then, he's devised and deceived and this and that, and blah, blah, blah. Megan, I thought I recognized your name from somewhere. It was an HFTT you now stream here for the T. You think Sam would ever come in here? I don't think so. Well, fine, Baja. Those angels taught the mortals um, magic, reading the stars, what plants to use for different spells. Yeah. D says I'm spawn of Satan because I have RH negative blood. Nah. No, I don't believe that. Also, I love listening to you, honestly. Learn quite a bit. I don't believe that. I just think it came from that time. I mean, um, Satan, Angels Days, supposedly. I have told Sam about Les. She knows MFW, TT, etc. No, Les, in my opinion, Sam is a prissy, girly girl into makeup and YouTube drama. No philosophical talks. That's alright, Baja. I don't think anybody's into philosophical talks, really. I think people just sit there and go, yeah, 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 get to good shit. Joe's reminding Megan she has a basketball game tomorrow. Les, is it possible for humans to become angels after they pass away, or are angels specific entities created for that purpose? You don't really want to know what I think on that one, Doc. I mean, because it will blow your mind. Alex says, I don't believe in original or inherent sin. Well, then you've got an issue. Sometimes I like it, says Candace. Night, Les. You have a good night, Joe. Thank you for coming. If you really want to know, Doc, but I'm going to tell you, I'm going to end up blowing a lot of people's mind on that. Angels are their own entities. I want my mind to be blown to shreds less. Let her go, let her rip. Okay. Now, this is my belief from everything that I have studied. And I told my mom, she thought I was joking, and I kind of was at first, and then it light went off. Now, if you read the book of Enoch, which is mentioned in the Bible, It has been mentioned. It's mentioned a couple times in the Bible. Enoch tells you that God got pissed off at the fallen angels because they wanted his forgiveness, and God threw them in a pit and turned a mountain upside down, picked up a mountain, threw them in there, put a mountain on top of them, and they are sealed. I'm not going to. That was Satan's problem. God loved humans more than he loved his angels. No, he doesn't. Nowhere does it say that. It does not say that. Even angels have personalities. They have free will. Right there is proving about Satan and the other angels. They are allowed to think. They have free will also. But if Satan asked for forgiveness right now, God would forgive him. If he asked for it right now, God would forgive him. But this is how I feel the angels are created. When God did that, turned that mountain upside down, which I think is Nazca, but hey, what do I know? He told Enoch to tell them, how dare you teach these humans anything, for you not know all. I have not revealed to you all, and you yourself know not where you have come from. I truly believe I got burnt on my leg. A bumper car went into my leg. Ooh. For you yourself do not know where you came from. Now, to understand the history of the universe is a lot longer than the church says. It's not 6,000 years old. It's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of billion years old. Yes, free will is like a third chose to fall away. No, there's only several hundred. I only had 20 captains. I think there was like of 200 angels that banded together. Well, anyway, the Earth is hundreds of billions. The universe is hundreds of billions of years old. And if you look at the Platonic calendar and if you look at the Mayan calendar, I'm not saying it's pagan. What I'm saying is, when science and religion, they need to mix. Everything's in cycles of 5. God is not going to create something just to destroy it forever. When the second coming happens, God's not going to destroy the earth. It's going to be changed. He's going to change things. I think of how old Becky Tepe is. Dude, that is just a speck in the time continuum. So what I feel happens if you read Revelation, when Jesus comes back, the earth is not destroyed. We will still inhabit the earth. There are going to be humans on earth still. Things are going to change. But I truly believe that those souls that believe in God are the ones that become angels. Dead serious. Everything's in cycles. God even tells you that if you study Judaism. Morning, Les and everyone. Hello, Jojo. Dee says, Orbison, I agree with what you're saying. Talk went well. I truly believe it. If you have to study Revelation to get to this point, and you have to study the Bible to really understand what is going on. No, I mean, there are going to be humans still on Earth. There are still going to be humans on Earth. There will be people, human beings, who will survive tribulation. It tells you that. And that's why he was thrown out. He was not thrown out. Although Satan was able to go back to heaven. Remember, he showed up with other angels, and God asked where he came from, and Satan answered, I was wandering around. He asked, where have you been? But he was not thrown out. He was not cast out of heaven. It does not say that in the Bible. When he was wandering around, um, I believe that was in the book of Job. Um, he was not cast out. He still has audience with God. He still talks to God. That's in the book of Job. He's not cast out until Revelation, when the Archangel Michael is the one that actually throws him to earth. Says, I hate that it's getting cold out. It makes these smoke runs suck, don't they? I agree he wasn't cast out, but at the end of times he will be, exactly as said in Revelation. In the passage you were talking about is in the Old Testament, Revelation. He is cast out by the Archangel Michael. They finally go at it. Michael's just waiting. Michael's like, God, tell me. This is also insanely interesting to me. These are Revelation 12:7-12. That is when he is cast out. It tells you in the Bible, it tells you in the Bible everything you need to know about Revelation. In the book of Daniel, well, it tells you half. But there are none so blind as those that won't see. I have this argument with my mom all the time. It's like, Mom, I'm not arguing with you. It's right there, black and white, woman. Jesus himself is talking to Daniel. Where's the book of Les at? There is no book of Les. Well, you can't study as many years as I have and not learn a thing or two. And that's where, I'll be honest with you, it's because of my studying of the Bible that I understood what I could do. I didn't learn from my parents who knew how to deal with it. They never told Cheryl and I how to deal with it. Right. Right. So when you study the Bible, you learn. Because I'm one of those, if I want to learn something, I learn it. And I go all out. And although I couldn't understand, I've always had an interest throughout school in biology, microbiology, science, astronomy. I'm good at math, and blah, blah, blah. I have a question. Why do you think Jews and Christians differ so much? Well, first of all, the Jews don't think Jesus was the Son of God. Christians do. Um, and Christian is a name that was given to us by the Greeks. I forget what country did that, but it was Greeks that called us Christians. And the Jews never learned their lessons. And the Jews, to the true Jewish people, those of pure Jewish blood, are literally the chosen people by God. And I really don't know 100% reason why, but I think they were used to be an example. And war broke out in heaven. Michael and his angels, fought with the dragon. And the dragon and his angels forgot. Angels fought, but they did not prevail, nor was a place found for them in heaven any longer. Yeah, I said that. So the great dragon was cast out, that serpent of old, called the devil and Satan, who deceives the whole world. He was cast out to earth, and his angels were cast out with him. Exactly. And Michael's the one that does it. And that's when he comes, walks to the temple, and says, I am God. It's now the one thing y'all have to understand. One of the true signs that you're in tribulation is when they start rebuilding the temple. There are signs building up to it. And I told Mom, I said, I'll look for the signs. It tells you in Revelation all the time, use wisdom. You have to know what you're talking about. You have to know what you know. But it tells you in the Bible 4 times, this is where you need wisdom. And I told Mom, I said, I'll recognize the Antichrist. She said, no, you don't. No, you won't, Les. We'll be raptured. I'm like, Mom, it tells you in the Bible when the rapture will occur. It tells you in Daniel when it will occur. We will see Satan on earth. We will know the false prophet. We will know the Antichrist. And we will see Satan on earth. What I'm curious to know, and I haven't figured out yet, is who are the 2 prophets that come from the mountain. There is so much speculation. But I told Mom, I said in the Old Testament, and I told her the name, and I have to remember it, and I wrote it in my notes. I got to find my notes of who I believe one of the 2 prophets are. Because the temple has to be built. And they have great power. That's what I was thinking, the 2 prophets. Everybody's saying one of them is Moses. And that's feasible because I wonder how we will recognize Satan on earth in his manly form. In his many forms. Dude, you know how you're going to recognize Satan on earth? When he walks out of the temple and says he is God. There you go. You can't get any plainer than that. Sorry. That's how you know. There is no, you're not going to have to wonder at that point. But I will know. He will proclaim he is God. Exactly. That's how you're going to know, just flat out. And I'm going to go, oh shit, I'm going to get on my knees. Yeah, it's terrifying because there's like, I forget how many days. That's when all the chopping of the heads and everything go. That's when that shit happens. That's why Jesus, the angel, of course, in the Old Testament, the angel, because Daniel didn't know that was Jesus. Hi, Les, Nightless, just wanted to say hi, I love you much, still love your hair, thank you. It'll be purple by Saturday, I think. It ain't getting my head. I'll tell you that right now. Well then, don't take the mark. I don't think that terrifying. Oh yeah, it is. Because that's when the mark of the beast comes into play. I'm going to get on my knees too. That is crazy. See, this is what I'm here for, to let y'all know. You don't think it would be an honor to lose your head for God? It's very terrifying. It is. Yeah, because that's the one sin. My mom and I forever cannot figure out what is it that God will not forgive. He has never forgiven. Messing with the DNA. He will not tolerate that. Somehow, whatever this mark is, it has to be voluntarily taken. You have to say yes to it. It is the mark of the beast, and somehow it will piss with your DNA. That is the one thing God has never, ever forgiven. And there's a reason for that. Yes, if one believes in Armageddon, would one not welcome it? Why blasphemy? I'm not speaking blasphemy. You're going to have to prove to me I'm speaking blasphemy. See, I'm confused by this. Orbison's pretty much telling me I'm speaking blasphemy. That ain't it. Oh, no, you got, tell me where I'm wrong. You are very knowledgeable, Les. I never took the time to learn about different biblical principles, nor do I have the ability to remember it all. You will. Alright, Orbis, that's not you. Les is not speaking blasphemy. Oh shit, that's even more terrifying. That's why I don't piss with DNA changing of any kind in science exactly. I think it may have something to do with the new DNA system called CRISPR. He said she's speaking the truth. I'm hiding. Said, then who is? Then who is what? Hiding? I don't understand. You're asking what is the unforgiven sin? The unforgiven sin is messing with the DNA. He's forgiven blasphemy. I understand the DNA thing. Okay. It's not blasphemy because God will forgive that. If you ask for forgiveness, He'll forgive it. He has forgiven everything. Everything. All you have to do is ask. Oh God, man. Or just saying what every unforgiven sin is. It's messing with the DNA. That is what the fallen angels did. They pissed with the DNA of everything that God created on earth. The animals, the humans, the plants. He pissed, believe it or not, trees and all that have DNA. So anything living, breathing, trees do breathe. And they everything that God put DNA in. And I couldn't figure out, okay, that's what the DNA could be this, and this. But there's a reason for that. And there was a study done, and I do have the proof, and I need to go through my notes. What about the modified processed food crops we eat and consume? I think that is contributing. But I hate that, and that's why I want to have my own garden. Can that affect us? I think it does, because I think that's why people get sicker and sicker and all this shit is happening. I really do. And that is because of when Satan comes out. All right, y'all, let me explain this first before we go any further. All this processed stuff and everything, blah, 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 soy meat and all that, and all the pesticides, all this, and it's affecting us because look at all the mental illnesses and, ADD, ADHD, and the autism, and the physical sicknesses and stuff like that. Now, when that's all on an uprise, antibiotics aren't working anymore for this, and they're not working anymore for that, and new strain of this, new strain of that. Now, so messing with what God has created, it pretty much, yeah. Now, when Satan comes out, and this is where the aliens, which are, to me, I call them fallen angels. I truly believe Satan's going to be one of these alien things, and he's going to come forward, say he is God, and to make yourself healthy, because he is immune to all this. said, take this is from my blood, and it will cure you, and there will be no more sickness, and people will take him up on it. And that would be the only way. Plant food is medicine. Sorry, that is where I got that from. All right, hold on a second. Jesus said, but that he gives one exception. Whoever blasphemes against the Holy Spirit will never be forgiven. They are guilty of an eternal sin. Now, if you would give me a minute to finish, I will tell you what that is, what true blasphemy is. Now, when Satan says, use this mix, it's from my blood, it can cure you. Take this. People will take him up on it because they don't want to be sick anymore. It'll cure cancer, it'll cure Parkinson's, it's going to cure all diseases in the world. It's going to fuck with your DNA. Now, okay, there's like, how's that blaspheming? Because everybody knows about the CERN collider. This is where I said you got to learn all this shit. And that is to find the so-called God particle. But someone wanted to know, and they called it Jesus glue. They said, what keeps our diaphragm together? What is in our diaphragm that glues it together and glues all of our shit inside of our body? The diaphragm is a thin membrane that encapsulates our torso to keep the lungs and the heart and the spleen and the gallbladder, everything in a tight little space, and so it doesn't burst everywhere. They went into the membrane of diaphragm, pulled it out, and everybody knows a molecule is a molecule. You cannot change a molecule. An oxygen molecule is what it is. A hydrogen molecule is what it is. Carbon molecule is what it is. Do you know the molecule that is in the diaphragm of the human body is in the shape of a cross? And when Jesus said, because first in the Old Testament you had God talking, and then you had God talking through prophets, and then Jesus was there, God talking to you on earth, right there. And then Jesus said, I will never leave you. There is the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit has been with us. The molecule that's in the diaphragm of the human body is in the shape of a cross. You take that mark that changes your DNA from Satan, and that is blaspheming. It was in the shape of a cross. It was always that way. It was always that way, and I have it. I have it in color and black and white. The thing is freaking awesome. It blew me away. And I wanted to make sure it was true. Fran will tell you. That's why I have 2 different pictures. I went to several different sites. That is blasphemy. God has forgiven suicide and everything. So yeah, part again. The molecule, the actual molecule that is in the diaphragm of our bodies is in the shape of a cross. And when Satan comes out of that temple proclaiming himself God, and we believe this is how we believe it's going to happen, is that he's going to say, I have the cure. It's from my blood. I am immune. Because we believe that's where the UFOs or the aliens come in. Because we're all being prepped for it. We are being prepped. And when he says, take this antidote, and it's voluntary, you have to choose to take this. He cannot make you. Satan cannot make you. You have to choose. He's a deceiver. He'll build it up. It'll cure cancer and everything. Leukemia, all types of cancer. It'll cure fibromyalgia, arthritis, everything. It'll cure everything. Well, anyway, when you take that, you are going to be pissing with the molecules inside your body. You are choosing Satan over God, and you will be changing that. And that is blaspheming. Saying taking communion on Sunday is a crock of shit. It's not blaspheming. It's, the spirit inside of you is what you are blaspheming. And it's selling your soul to the devil. Exactly, D. So everyone wants to be healed or have something, so they will say yes, exactly, D. But the thing is, you have to have wisdom, and it tells you in the Bible at that point, you have to have wisdom. And that will be the only way you can trade. Because if you don't take the mark, if you don't take, we think, this antidote or whatever, then you're going to be considered sick. And they'll kill you. Then why am I not understanding verse 29 where it says, anyone who blasphemes against the Holy Spirit will never be forgiven? Dude, I just told you. You are blaspheming. You are destroying the spirit inside of us that God, Jesus said, I will never leave you alone. He hasn't. He's in our diaphragm. The molecule is in us. What am I missing there? I do agree with a lot of what you're saying about curing. Doc says, I could already see how that tactic could easily deceive so many masses of all kinds who did not know. It's terrifying. Yeah, it is. Or is it yes, Doc? That is why you have somebody like me who people think's full of shit, that I sit here high and they think I'm full of shit and I don't care because I can get it out there. You don't have to believe me. I don't give a crap. Because in the end, I ain't worried about your life. I'm worried about my own. And that's when we will be considered, if you do not take it, we will be considered dirty and we will spread diseases, and we can't have that. And that's, are you going to take this mark? And you have to say no. If they say, you either take this mark or I'm going to chop your child's head off, you've got to say no. It makes sense that messing with your DNA is blasphemy because children will inherit the changes to drugs that your children will, and that will huge thing to do. Your children ain't going to inherit shit. They're either going to die or they're not. They're going to either die or take the mark. He will forgive us of all of our sins. He cannot forgive if we decide of our own free will to choose Satan over unknown. He will not forgive that. That's blaspheming. He will not forgive that. Yeah, because you're destroying what he is in and in you. It surprises me how many people don't know what Les and I have said. That's what's terrifying. I'm hiding, says, well, yeah. Cheryl says, well, that's beyond terrifying. It is. And so people don't want to hear this shit because it is terrifying. But it is not. Because, and Jesus also said, at that moment, when you choose him over the devil, he will be with you. I don't think we'll feel the pain of however they're going to kill us. Some say chopping off the head, go bullet to the head or whatever. I really believe Jesus said he will be with you at that moment if you die in his name. And I don't think you'll feel it. I think he'll take you before you feel anything. Kansas, I'm hidden. I listen to my priests every Sunday growing up and as an adult, but I never was able to understand it was rich in tradition, but I never understood the reasons. See, and that's what Jesus said. Listen to him and have faith in him and not in traditions. Holy shit, let me inform you right now. I will not stand idly by when this happens. It's going to take an army if they want to take my baby niece's head for me. I'll literally fight for her life. You'll be dead before you get to her. My grandmother taught me very young about this. I had to learn. I studied. I had to learn. I was very deep into my faith. I was Catholic. I went to Catholic schools. My dad is still a Catholic deacon. My mom was a church secretary. I was extremely involved in my church growing up. And then by the time I hit my senior year, I was like, wait a minute, it's not making sense. But it's really not a trick. You really believe that shit? Yep. And she was not trying to scare me, but to teach me. It's really not scary if you believe in God and if you have that faith in God. It's really liberating because you don't have that fear. Who wants to die? Not me. But I know at that moment he is with me. I am dying in his name. And I know what to look for. And it's very freeing. It truly is. That's what the problem is, doctor. Don't ever put your spiritual well-being and where you will spend eternity is just one person's word. I think it's great you find Liz's teaching easy to understand. Candace says, I just went and did what I was told. Now, as an adult, I am able to hear and see things differently. I should read the Bible. I just never have. That's exactly it. Do not look back. Exactly. I'm hiding so that exactly. If you are, what is scary about that? It's very freeing, and that's why I'm not afraid. I know it's coming, and I know it's going to be hard, but it's very freeing. There are so many different religions. What about everyone else? Jesus, there is, see, that's just it. Jesus never said, I'm here, I'm the religion. He never said that. This is why I left the Catholic faith. I don't have a specific religion. My religion is nothing. I don't have a religion. I have faith. I teach faith. I let everybody know. That is my job, is to let those know. And I do that constantly. I have faith in God. I don't have a religion. It's your faith in God, your relationship with Jesus, that will get you there and what will free you inside. King, same here, we should read together, etc. Explore other religions if you want. I have. That's just it. I've explored I went to other churches. Can't tell you how many I've tried to learn. I try to learn about everything. There is no religion. It is just Jesus. And once you get on his word alone, and read the Bible, keep reading the Bible over and over and over and over. I can't tell you how many times I've read the Bible. I read it over and over and over and over. And it pisses me off because I really want to read it and I can't read. So, and just getting his word, it's extremely freeing. I believe in God, I guess. I just walk in faith and not in knowledge and sight. I just know that God is God, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Candace says, no, he didn't. See, I don't consider myself religious. I like to believe in spiritual. Yeah, religion is theology. Faith is your belief. I do not believe God will only choose one religion. There is no. He chooses their hearts. He chooses what's in someone's heart. And it says in the Bible, that is how he judges, that is how he chooses, and that's what he goes by. Only God can see in your heart. Satan can. Person Les should have a Bible reading for us and teach us. Yes, Candace, great idea. People's asked me that. And I was thinking about doing another channel for that. I used to hold Bible studies all the time. I can have an online Bible study, set up my little dry erase board and all that. I can do that. That's not a problem. The thing of it is, um, I'm going to need somebody with me because I won't be able to read the chat while I'm teaching. And there's going to be a lot of haters in there, and I'm going to need mods that'll just kick their asses out. Yes, and I have had a good heart. Yeah, a wonderful idea, Les. I can do it. But people's also got to understand, like in the chat, like Trick coming in, you really believe that shit? There's a lot of people that's going to be your student, Candace Cheryl. That would be awesome. I would personally love that, Les. He said, yes, there will be. And you just got to put up with it. I do all the time. Like Trig came and said, yeah, I believe it. What are you going to say? I'm hiding says, and the rodeo is paid with good intentions. Yep. Or this is that is three of us so far. Oh my God, I opened a haunted mystery box today, and I have felt sick ever since. Ooh. Maybe semi-closed group. I don't want to have it closed either, because if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. I can always have it unlisted, but I would have to reach a mass amount of people with just like one link, because if I send too many, YouTube thinks they're spam and then I won't be able to send anymore. Yeah, semi-closed group is a good idea. Maybe do it on Facebook. Oh, that's not semi-closed. No, closed isn't the way, I don't think. What you say can help others. Yeah, because I want to reach people. Let's remember Jesus was mocked and chastised. Oh, I know. That's why I put up with it. I don't. It's not diminished my faith. Okay, then we need an official booter. That's the downfall. You just gotta. It's you guys I'm worried about. It's not me. I'm used to the hate. I'm used to it. I'm used to it in my own home. I am thirsty for this knowledge. Truly, I'll talk to you privately about a few things. Liz, just how I was raised. Okay, he said, but you are right. Anytime you touch on religion, you will have the non-believers or the ones who want scientific proof, etc. I can take it. It's you guys I'm worried about. I want to learn, so I would have a hard time following chat, but it would help in any way. Okay, I'll tell you what I'll do. I let it go in one ear and out the other. I know what is right and what is wrong. Candace says, we all love you, Liz. Thank you, Candace. Hiding says, don't boot anyone. Those are the ones that need it the most. And of you boot them, what of the next thing you said resonates with them? Okay, Liz is the official tough guy booter then. Liz, I am not a dude. P.S. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. Fine, I have that thick skin. Alright, if you guys got the thick skin. Um, that's why I don't want to have it closed, but I can set it up. I can start working on it. Oh, jeez. I like to keep up with, you know, the holidays and shit, like Christmas, but actually, Jesus is believed, from what I read from the Jewish texts, he was born more in like August and September area. So if I do thing on the birth of Christ, um, the significance of it, but believe it or not, the birth of Christ is really not it's something to celebrate, but actually it's his death on the cross, which is my favorite. Oh, I would so love it. I'm ready. Believe it or not, there were others. Actually, Lori Faith for Today was supposed to do that with her channel. Um, so I tried to let her use my channel to boost hers, and she never did anything with her channel, which was supposed to be a preaching channel. I don't mean close, but as for the poop, disturbers, etc., I'll do it. I really will. I love putting together my Bible studies and shit. And like if y'all came to my house, I'd have my things set up, and I would teach, and there would be a buffet, and feed and drinks and learning, and taking notes. And one point, my mom said you should give everybody tests. Yeah, whatever. Let's do this. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to dig through and uh, go downstairs because that's where my Bible and my concordance, and I have to get all my materials together. But it's going to take me a while because I always study before I put together a Bible study. I always study that whole week. I really, truly do. And I got to be able to read. I really do. I have to be able to read, and it's hard with one eye. Christy in the Carolinas, I need to go back and watch your vids, girl, but how have you been since the hospital stay with your sugar? I hope all is well. Yes, Christy. Hello. Um, is Jamie here? Yes, do it. I want to learn more. Oh, well, okay. I'm doing well, Christy. Thank you, sweetie. Um, yeah, that kind of, I hated that day. I really did. The days of awe are during September. It is also the new year, says Trig. Trig, I would wish you'd make up your mind. Magic words, buffet. Count me in, Society Candaces. I enjoy when other theories are brought up, so having a few non-believers pop in and talk so we can hear it all. Why would you hear theories from a non-believer? Candace loves I'm close, I'll come. Where are you, Candace? I really don't know. I could be your teacher say, hey, little let's just fuck up. Wow, Bible study. I left the church years ago. Are we at about 8 now? Jewish New Year is September. Oh, I know that. But Trick came in and asked me, you really believe that shit? And I said, yeah. And I was ready for an argument, but I really don't feel like arguing. This is not the time. The Orthodox ones went off the Roman calendar. And Cheryl said, gee, Les, can you tell the religion I was raised in? Were you raised Jewish? Um, but I can start off. I can. Yeah, sure, we should try to guess about each other. No, no, I know you know us. um, no, I don't want us to guess each other. And that's the religion thing is not what's important. What's important is just hearing and learning and deciding for yourself. That's what's important. I'm in the religion raised in, but I don't want that. No, Candace says I just like to hear the points of view. Sometimes it helps to strengthen my feelings. Everyone has something to bring to a conversation. What can non-believers bring that'll make you stronger in your feelings for God, except for to make you doubt? That is their purpose. Little such facts as nobody would guess I grew up Amish. I was raised in a very strict religion. I am not any religion now, but I am full of faith. Phil says it's not about religion. I learned this many years ago. Les, and outside of Pittsburgh, about 2.5 hours from Columbus. Well, I'm a half hour from Columbus, so you'd be 2 hours away. Come on over, girl. Oh, God. I am east of Columbus. But I can do this. I just, I need, this week I gotta go pay for my surgery so I can have it done. And then maybe no believers was the wrong word. Wow, Candace, you are close, jealous. Yeah, Rebecca Fox is 3 hours away from me. I might be in Columbus the week. I might be in Columbus the week. I'm not in Columbus. I'm a half hour east of Columbus. You don't even get near Columbus where I'm at. And I'm so easy to get to. That's what's funny. But I'll let you know if I'm passing by you. Maybe we can meet for coffee or lunch, of course. But I am capable of getting on a plane, says Cheryl. Candace says this week. Oh, awesome. I'm easy. I am so easy to get to. If you're going towards Columbus, um, when you to get to my house, you get off the highway. You just turn right, and there's a couple lights between me and the road you turn on to go right, and that's it. There's only two rights, and that's including getting off the highway to get to my house. It's very easy. And hell, you don't even have to drive that far. There's a McDonald's once you get off the highway. At the first light, there's a McDonald's there on the left. I can meet you there. Little Shut the Fox says hi. I took the train from High to California, actually Chicago to California. Take the last train to Clarksville and I'll meet you at the station. My cousin lives in Clarksville. I sing that to her all the time. She hates it. But yeah, I'll set up a series. I'll do Bible studies, and I'll get my stuff together for it, get my surgery done so I can read, and then we'll go from there. Seriously though, let's really do this. I think it's so important. I do too. Candace says, well, I'll know tomorrow if I'm heading to Columbus so I can let you know. That would be awesome. Or says, me too, Cheryl. He says, I have always wanted to take an Amtrak. I don't think there's a train here. I says, thank you, Les. For what? And Candace, you're more than welcome to come to my house if you don't want to. I'll fix lunch so you don't have to eat restaurant food the whole time we're gone. I took a train to Florida from DC, and it was as fun. I wish we had a train that comes here in Columbus. I think they were talking about it once. So, but yeah, I can do an online Bible study. Oh, for putting it all together, Les. Yeah, let me get my surgery done on my eye. Because it really is hard for me to write, and I really can't see out my right eye. That's why I haven't been reading. We have one that comes through Kansas. I don't have one that comes through. Oh, sweetheart, this is nice of you. Oh, sure, why not? It's not a problem. I'll fix you something to eat. I can cook a little bit. I will let you know for sure. Awesome, awesome. Kansas, thank you. You're very welcome. But I will welcome you to my humble abode. It's not much, but I call it home. But I know that I also want to like change the format of like I'm gonna do it. I was thinking about making another YouTube channel. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna keep it on this one, and it's gonna be really weird because it's gonna be really weird because I'm gonna be teaching the Bible, but yet I act the way I do. People say that don't coincide. Well, you don't know what's in my heart. Yeah, I'm a horny little beast. I'm a big ass flirt. I cuss. I smoke. Oh well, let's not sin. You can make a video, since you got me addicted to this streaming stuff. You are yourself. Yeah, that's right, D. Home is what you make of it. Make it, love. Yeah. Yeah. I added you on Facebook, Candace, if you want to come in. I can put the link in there. That makes a difference. Yeah. You are not. Here's the thing, you are not a hypocrite. I'm not. I'll tell it like it is. Mm-mm. I want to keep it on here because I do want to do my WLEZ radio, YouTube radio. I want to do a format for that. I'm going to come up with a format which makes you real and honest. Mad respect, Les. Always have adored you. Oh, Cheryl, that is so sweet. I'm going to come up. or the format for the WLEZ radio. I'm going to talk about topics that have nothing to do with YouTube. Some of them are going to be controversial. Some of them are going to be stupid because there's stupid headlines out there. Jamie said nobody's perfect. Exactly, and that's exactly what I say. Nobody's perfect. There was only one perfect human being, and that was Jesus. It's true. Oh, Cheryl, you're so sweet. But there's only one perfect human being, that was Jesus. None of us are perfect. And if we were perfect, we wouldn't need. It's like Jesus said, you know, healthy people don't need a doctor. It's those that are sick. The church isn't for going to mass or going to service is not for people who are perfect. It's for sinners. And people forget that. I also want to thank you. I know that your channel is one that I can come into and not be attacked, and I like that. Exactly. Thank you, Dee. I don't want anybody attacked, and that's why I was upset with Alfredo the other day. Don't piss with the people on the panel and in here. You're allowed to have an opinion, but you don't need to attack. You don't need to call names and shit. And that just sets people off. I think that's what it turns so many, including myself, when I was younger, off for religion. You don't need to be perfect, exactly. I rarely talk on YouTube. Well, I'm glad you talk in here, T. Well said, agrees, Cheryl. Yeah, there's no sense in that bullshit. And I don't like it. And I know everybody, people's got hot heads. There's days, I'll be honest with you, people come in here and I am so pissy because I've got to keep in what I want to say because I can get a hot temper quick. But I like studying the Bible. I like teaching. Well, again, I want to see teacher. I'm not a teacher. I'm not a teacher. I am ordained, believe it or not. The Les is truly ordained. But I think it's no attack here. That's why I like it. Thank you. But I do love talking about it. I get so passionate about it. It makes me happy. It truly does. It really makes me happy. And when I get into it, I am so into it. And I do know that there's people, the first thing, the people that my ministry has always been is to reach those that have little understanding. They know about God, they were raised this way, blah, 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 and that way. But when you don't read for yourself and ask questions for yourself, which since I was a teenager, I've always asked questions. And some answers I just don't freaking like. But it makes me happy. And when you rely on somebody standing up there telling you their interpretation of what the Bible says, rather than what the Bible does say and what you're supposed to study and learn, you miss something. So one night we are talking about sex and how we like it, and the next night we are learning about God. I know, it's crazy. Candace says I fit in here. We have good hearts. Exactly. Cheryl says, see, that's me really. I believe in God. Yet there's so much I don't understand. Exactly. And this is my ministry, is to reach those who are alcoholics, drug addicts, and homeless, and this and that, and let them know and get them thinking. And even if they just start thinking and want to read and learn, then I've done my job. Militia is an interesting book. I'll give it that. It's one of the best books out there. I love reading it. It's got everything. It's got intrigue, and sex, and mystery, and action, and heart, and good and bad, and it's got it all in one book. But I want to give you guys a little tidbit. Tota, or totes, or whatever. I want to give you a tidbit. Now, this is one of the interesting things when I was talking to my mother. And if I do the Bible study, you're going to understand what I'm getting ready to say. Torah makes me really want to delve into my Bible. In the book of Daniel, which is a fascinating book to begin with, and they have yet to disprove anything in the book of Daniel, and it is the most studied book. Near the end of Daniel, before the very end of Daniel, I'm not going to go to the end because that would be confusing. But before the end of Daniel, you hear an angel. He's talking to an angel, and an angel is showing him the future. And so when Daniel describes this, what he is seeing, this angel is letting him see the future. And the angel is telling him about the temple. The angel tells Daniel, the angel tells Daniel, this is not for you to worry about, but I want to show you. You will not see this in your time. So he's talking about the temple being rebuilt. And Daniel's describing what he's seeing. And he says, and I saw an angel with a rod measuring the outer court of the temple. Now, if you read Revelation, John is given by an angel, which is Jesus, a rod to measure the outer court of the temple. I said, Mom, is Daniel looking at John? Because Daniel don't know about Jesus. So he just calls him an angel. He don't know about Jesus. And yet he's looking into the future of this angel, which is, he doesn't know about John. To him, it's an angel holding a rod measuring the outside of the court. Said hello. you know. So that Candace says, I've been it all except for an alcoholic, and if there was not a God, I wouldn't be here. Exactly. So you have to question. I question everything, and that's why I study so much. I question it. And then I meditate on the Word. I meditate with Bible in hand. I meditate on the Bible. And I always get my answers. Doc says, I really want to get into Bible study now. It's actually fascinating, and I truly love it. Well, none of us would, Candace. I question way too much. You can't. You can't question too much. God tells you to question. Jesus tells you to question. And if you notice, first of all, I think that thing with Daniel was extremely prophetic. Of course, Daniel is a book of prophecy. Oh, we are glad you are here, Candace. Yes, we are. Don't shut the fuck up. Question way too much. Like I said, the book of Daniel is prophetic to begin with. But if you notice with the 12 apostles, it covers all manners, just like you have doubting Thomas. God said it's good to question. That way you won't follow false prophets. question. That's how I learned. I questioned as a teenager. I questioned it. And I was of the type where I didn't give a shit. I've always questioned everything. But there comes a time. I know you said your Twitter earlier, but I missed it, Les. When you get the chance, would you mind telling me what it is again? Yeah, I'll type it in there. And my dad and I would argue because, hell yeah, I'm going to question. Like I said, we would argue, but oh well. That's why I know what I know. That's why I'm what's known as conspiracy theorist. Same here. KB, as we certainly can. Meet you, Doc, and cases we can hold Bible study in the attic with a candle, then play Candyland after. Deal? Sure. I question everything too, but I just always believed in God. I may have not understood, I just believe. Same here, I always had more faith in my mom said I always had more faith in my thumb than most people had in their whole body. You can be both, Doc. The JFK papers were released today. Ooh, were they? I question. I'm a conspiracy theorist. Not deep, 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 but yeah. Same way Kansas, exactly the same way. But Jesus tells you to question it. And the 12 apostles are, oh my God. And Jesus purposely chose Paul, who killed anyone who followed Jesus. He killed him. But Jesus made him blind, and Jesus made him think. And Paul converted. And when he converted, I always consider Peter and Paul two of the greatest apostles. But Peter was for the Jews, Paul was for the Gentiles. And Paul had a temper from hell, like I do. A temper from hell. Peter was cocky. Thought he knew everything, but he was a wuss too. So, I ask what you think of Vegas. Doc says, I've really been engrossed in the case of MK Ultra. May I ask you that it's not a good topic, I understand. What's not a good topic? What do I think of Vegas, the city, or what happened in Vegas? Yes, as for Vegas, there definitely was a shooting. However, it is confirmed that there was more than one shooter involved. When was that confirmed? Well, shut the fuck up. I don't get how people refer to God as a perfect being that makes no mistakes. Why? Ken says, I'm happy that you came in tonight, Cheryl. What happened in Vegas? I think it's terrible. I feel for the families. I understand that we will never understand why. Um, you know, more investigators reviewed the eyewitness audio from their phones, and the gunfire is calculated to be coming from multiple locations. Also, Vegas coroner's office was closed and shut down. I'm glad you're here too, Candace. This is dog. I'm having a hard time believing that there was more than one. Me too. Because they checked the other hotels and they never found anything. Oh my goodness. Hold on a second. Jason 100% was more than one shooter. That was the actors. It's no Sandy Hook. Um, that's someone. Free will. No. Of course not. D. What happened in Vegas was not. Fourth floor of the same hotel had a shooter out the service window. Crap, I missed that one. The owner of Mandalay Bay even came out and said the police's version of the timeline was not correct. D, of course, it wasn't an act of God. It's not an act of God. Someone tried to say how could God let that happen is why I say that. But in the beginning, the police were saints. It's the FBI I'll trust. Look, what happened was not of God. People forget we all have free will. And we also forget that Satan is a deceiver. He talks people into things. You know? So, okay, sorry guys. Ah, plus there was more than one window broken when they investigated it. Yeah, there was two, but I don't know about other. Um, I just don't think that there was as many deaths as they claim there to be. Yeah, I think a lot of people got injured. But one thing I did say when that happened, I said as many shots that were fired because it sounded like a helicopter. I said as many shots that were fired. He's really bad aim. Doc, but both windows were in the same room. I think he broke both the windows. I wish they would release their tapes. Vegas under camera surveillance at all times. You know what? It's not only Vegas. You know, there's other places, but I think anything where there's a mass shooting, um, I think any place where there's a mass shooting is terrible. It breaks my heart. But I hate it when people say, why does God allow this? Why does God allow that? We all have free will. We do it to ourselves. We do it to ourselves. And when we make the conscious decision to do something, or when somebody else says, oh, why does God allow this? Why does God allow that? Because we have free will. Liz, you have a good morning. I messaged you on Twitter. It was great. Glad that I tuned in. Thank you for coming, hon. You have a good day. Charles, bless you, Kansas. We were in your chat, Liz, when the news broke. Yeah, I remember. I think Stephen Paddock was only one of the shooters that was left as a body to be found. Security, he didn't have God in his heart. We don't know. We don't know what was in somebody's heart. We don't know. Only God knows. Only God knows. Honestly. KB, yes, and the security guards. Security guard is shady. Doctor, I respect your opinion. It's definitely a possibility. That's true, Liz. You are correct. I just want to know how he got that many firearms up in that room. What I want to know. But he was there a week, and he can go back and forth, back and forth. So, like security guard went on ill, and someone said it wasn't him, but a body double. Oh, jeez. I agree that the security guard is shady. Hell yeah. But it will all come out. It will all come out. Jamie, what I wonder is why didn't the alarm go off when the windows were busted out? Yeah, the LV Police Department has been very lucrative in what they have hidden from us and what they have told us. They even refuse to be questioned about physical receipt that proved their timeline wrong. Kansas, they said he had access to the service elevator. Jesus. I hate spell check or whatever. Good night, Cheryl. You have a good night, hon. Oh, God, I need a bed. You check your picture. Okay. Yes, doctor, I don't think it's the police. It's the FBI. They are making take the rap. Yeah, they always do. Doc says the sheriff and at the press conference looked like he was fearing for his life the entire time. Makes me think they had his life at stake if he didn't go along with what they wanted him to say. You two love night. He was getting the. Yes, Dr. Al was basically saying the same as used as Candace. I think about it. The police were so open to scary FBI guys starting to achieve down. I don't know why would the FBI be there anyway. Isn't that like a local thing? It's not like there was a kidnapping, although there was a mass shooting. Not a hoax, but rather a false flag. Uh, I feel very, very bad for the sheriff. I really do. This is Candace. What, Doc, are you going on GLP? What was a hoax? Well, this was not a hoax, but rather a false flag. What does that mean, Doc? You gotta understand I'm high, honey. You gotta understand. God. Oh man, when I get high, that really gets bad. I'm only writing 3-word answers. Sorry, it is a form. Oh, by the way, last night I was doing my face paint and shit. This is how high I was because I thought everything looked perfect, but apparently, folks, I got that shit all over the house and I didn't know it. All over the sink. It looked clean to me when I left the bathroom. That's how high I was. Got it all over the kitchen floor. Tracked it into the living room. It's on my sock. Okay, says I don't know if I believe in false flags. What do you mean by false flags and shit? Also, a false flag is a covert operation carried out by multiple individuals that make it appear to be something, but it really isn't. Yeah, apparently my sister mopped the floor um, this morning. And Cheryl said, "What the hell happened to the bathroom? Because I have a white sink and there was red everywhere. I wish I had some." Okay. That was messy for me. That's funny. Red blood everywhere. Happy Halloween. Yeah, Frank said, Les, it looked like you murdered someone. Cold man's wearing off. Oh. Anywho, yeah, I'll do it the Bible study. I'm going to re-forward mine because I really do want to do eventually get into podcast radio. And um, so I'm going to format it. I'm going to have several subjects. Um, like on one subject, I'll give an hour or two, and another subject, give an hour or two. I'm glad you came on tonight, Les. I wasn't going to until I saw your message underneath that video. I wasn't going to. And then Rosie said, because I think my Rosie left. I got to learn how to do that. Yeah, I wasn't going to. Oh, God. Hold on. Mm-hmm. Me, Huck, Rosie, all your love versus Candace. Uh, I was I was just watching the video on the Queen of England. So, but yeah, I want to do topics. Have a format to go by, and I'll do the Bible study, and I'll do my videos, and all that other happy horse crap. Uh, God, it's getting hard for me to read. One night that you're up for it, or even maybe when I meet you, I'd love to see if you can tap into my past. Will it be on a separate channel or on everything's gonna be on this one? I want because I don't want to have to worry about another channel and hooking everything up to that one for it to be monetized. So I just want to keep it on this one. I'm eclectic. I'm the Les. I'm eclectic. Whatever I feel like I want to do. But I want to talk about shit that has nothing to do with YouTube. Candace, you're getting sleepy. Yeah. You're getting sleepy. Yes, I am. It's the meds. But no, I want everything on this channel. I have a ton of interests. It's who I am. It's who I am as a person. I can't believe, quite honestly, to begin with, that anybody would want to tune in and listen to my dumb ass anyway, and then watch any of my videos and listen to me rant and all the other crap. It's always fascinating, you know. I just like multiple channels. It's hard to keep up. Yeah, I'll assist you with anything you like in setting it up. Feel free to DM me. Yes, Doc, and I want to do the collab. It's your channel, do it. I am. I like to keep a spare channel just in case something may happen to my main one. I have another channel, that's just it. I can always go to it. I already have another channel. That's nice of you, Doc. I already have another one. Silver-haired Gamma. I can do what I want on that one. This game. Hmm. Oh, jeez. Someone needs help, that's why I keep answering. I'm sorry, y'all, for being rude. Totally rude. Well, Les, how about if you get some rest? I would like to. Um, it wasn't the most exciting night, but at least it was peaceful. I'm gonna sit that over there so I can get ready to go. 4:33 a.m. longest I've stayed up in a stream ever. It's 5:30 for me, so it's time for me to go to bed. Actually, so thank you everyone for coming. I appreciate it. I hope everybody has a good day, and I'm gonna try to live stream during football and making cookies. I'm gonna try. We'll see how it works. You all have a good day. Take care.